and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and today it is my pleasure to play a deck for you from the upcoming Arena Championship 5. Arena Championship 5 is in the Explorer format and will feature an awesome prize pool as well as invites to the World Championship. So there is all kinds of reasons to bring your very, very best. And yes, the Explorer metagame all-stars are out there. Rakdos Vampires, Amalia Combo, and Is It Phoenix are all represented. But so is this absolutely wild combo deck. This Discover combo, the list I exact copied here, is played by Ryan Condon, and it features a little bizarre trip down the rabbit hole. You see, with Quintorius Canned, anytime you cast a spell from exile, you do 2 damage to each opponent and gain 2 life. And with Spark Double, you make a copy of Quintorius, so now it does 4 damage, and you gain 4 life whenever you cast a spell from exile. So, when you have nothing in your deck that's 4 or less other than ways to copy Quintorius, the end game is often a string of cards, usually created by Trumpeting Carnosaur, that puts multiple Quintoriuses on the battlefield and drains out the opponent all in one go. In order to make sure that you don't die trying to play a 5-mana sorcery speed effect like Quintorius or a 6-mana dinosaur like Carnosaur, we have to do a few things well. We have to defend our life total. What's good at that is Leyline Binding and Herd Migration, although it also helps to channel discard a Carnosaur in a pinch. What we also have to do is ramp to the appropriate amount of mana to cast these things, all without using spells that cost less than 5 mana, because we have to be able to hit our clones when we do the Discover loop. So, Greater Tanuki. This is a big old enchantment dog that we can channel to go get a basic land. Sheffet Monitor. We can cycle this to get a land and draw a card. And Beanstalk Giant. We can adventure this to get a land and also have a giant monster in the future. So it's the plan of the deck. Hit your land drops, stay alive, and win all at once with an awesome Carnosaur Quintorius Can Discover combo. And if you didn't draw one of those cards and you need another potential hit, Gyruda Doom of Depths is the technology that can get you there. You can play Gyruda and mill 4. If you hit a Carnosaur, you're off. You're doing the thing. If you hit a Spark Double or an Impersonator, you can copy Gyruda to try to get a reroll to get another shot at a Carnosaur. It all functions like a well-oiled machine, and once you play a few games and get the vibe for it, you realize that the end is inevitable. You just have to get there. And in a very fast format like Explorer, that is a challenge. I love the sideboard. If you best of 3 maniacs want to go out there and totally battle, there's some really impressive cards in the sideboard. Quakebringer. How about that technology? Your opponents can't gain life. Nice Amalia combo. Thought Distortion? Are you playing a control deck? What if you had none of those counter spells or interactive pieces in your hand? What then? Consecrate Consume. I believe this is mostly for Greasefang, but there might be other, Reenact the Crime crazy graveyard combo decks that this is for, and I'm curious where Consume comes in, but I bet there's a spot. And Bedeck Bedazzle. This is interesting because it's a cheap removal spell on one side, but on the other side, destroy target non-basic land. You could help win the mirror. Say you go first and get to cast one of these. Might shut them down. So it's a sweet deck. It's got a lot of playability, and I'm excited to show it to you today. And remember to check out Mythic Championship 5 on the 30th and 31st broadcast on Twitch starting at 9 a.m. Pacific time. Let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin. On the draw, we have a Spark Double in hand and no Discover, so mulligan. Spark Double in hand, but also a Clever Impersonator. The mana's okay. We can put the double away. I'll try this. No interaction means we might get run over, but let's have a look at what our opponent's working with. Oven, Sacrifice. Would be great to draw some Leyline Bindings or something to stall. We'll see how much pressure they can apply and how quickly. They have Priest of Forgotten Gods. Keep the Tapland party going. First Blood. Deadly Dispute, their Oven. Okay, their hand isn't quite doing what they were hoping. That is not a play you know they wanted to make. But they hold on to the Priest. They play the Hearse. We should be able to combo through the Hearse. Pass here, use Tanuki, get a land on the end step. See if we can draw what we need. We might also be able to impersonate the Hearse. We now have an Impersonator and a Spark Double, though. That certainly hurts. Ooh, we can get a Mayhem Devil. Opponent might even use the Priest here, since they didn't attack with it? No? Oh, they can't... It's interesting. Why hold back the Priest there? Alright, set up with double red. They can't crew and activate. Alright, so we have to try to Gyruda into a Carnosaur. So that means this turn, if we had fetched a blue, we could have impersonated. We did not, though. Because I forgot that Spark Double and Impersonator don't have the same mana cost. So I buy this Karuga, we pass the turn, we're on 17. We should get an untap here. They gave haste to their critter. Let's see how much damage they can do. It's probably a good amount. Sacrifice is a capable deck. If they pass, that's got to be the worst draw in our deck. But, all right. Deploy the Gyruda. Now, they can Priest now to keep us from being able to copy Gyruda, which maybe drawing the Spark Double wasn't so bad. But if we hit a Carnosaur, things could go a little crazy. And they're thinking about it. They resolve it. Carnosaur. Uh-oh. What are you gonna do now? They did hit a cat, but they don't have a food. They hearse two creatures. Okay. Shrapnel Blast. 5 damage to the Carnosaur. I see you. Still have a Discover Trigger about to go off, but we can't hit another Carnosaur. If we hit a Quintorius, though, we might be able to pop off for a lot of damage and life gain. But the opponent will wait no longer. They're throwing the house at us. Down goes Gyruda. Now the Discovery. It's Quintorius. Let's see what we get. I mean, we know what we'll get. Let's just hope it Spark Doubles first. Oh, Impersonator last would have been a lot better. Opponent scoops it up, though. They're too frustrated to see it play out. Hey, slow and steady can win the race. This hand has no Spark Doubles, so I think it's an automatic keep. And that is where I'm at with mulliganing with the deck. Just as long as there's no Impersonators or Spark Doubles, I'll probably keep it. It's very strange to mulligan this way. Feels like anti-popular opinion, but here we are. Rune Crab, my deck. My deck's composition may fall apart. Uh-huh. Well, not the meta we prepared for, is it? Best of 1 mil. No Spark Doubles currently. That is the wrong land for playing a turn 2 ley line. Okay, more land. We have to be careful. We might not be able to fetch what we need mana-wise. They might have Drown in the lock. So we should make them use it on their turn. We could also use the Carnosaur. Think about that. How many Carnosaurs left? Yeah, because they have a counterspell, we probably want to use the Carnosaur. So let's pass, see if they take an end step action. They deduce. Okay. That to me is a binding opportunity. rather hold the Carnosaur. Tap land and nothing. You have nothing. You're done. Ah! More mill! Okay, more lands. No, make it stop. Oh my god. My deck. The composition of my deck. All right, what are we gonna do? I mean, we'd love to cast the Carnosaur to get there, so we're definitely going to name Dinosaur here. And then we pass and we try to cycle the Monitor into an untapped land, but we have to be careful. There aren't that many lands left. What do we want? We want an island. There is one island in the deck. I'm going for it. I don't want them to mill it. I know if I let them hit me with this, they will mill the one island. I know they will. Yikes. Just at... Ah, the island! Got lucky there's something left. Oh no. But they did tap out. They did tap out. We see a Clever Impersonator is gone. There's a Spark Double in hand, but there's still a lot. Oh no, they take the guy rude. Oh no, they hit my Spark Double! No! Stop! Stop! Oh my god, stop. Okay, okay, they didn't take the Spark Double and Gyruda me. So there's still 2 Spark Doubles and a Clever Imposter in the deck. Will it be good enough? Let's find out. The math would tell us. But what fun is that? We also need the Spark Doubles before the Imposter, and we do. We hit a Spark Double. Again. Spark Double? Yes! Again! And now there's a Clever Imposter. Will it get there? It's gonna be close. I don't think there's anything to cast. Balls. So we can try for Gyruda next turn and see if we can mill them out. I think we're all out of action though. It won't do the job. All right, let's not be anticlimactic. Game. But curse you, rogues, and your mill. We were unprepared. Please go first. Please go first. Please go first. Please go first. Please. Rena, why? But we have no Spark Doubles, and we have 2 bindings, so it's a good hand. We're going to keep it. The Herd Migration can turn into the Plains, or we might draw the White Source. Mono Red? The ancient enemy. The classic. Can we live long enough? No prowess trigger that turn. No White Source here. So Herd Migration will have to do. If they expect removal, they may hold back on things that would apply prowess. Burning Tree, right? 3 cards are good. 4 creatures out here. Often the prowess deck doesn't have that many creatures. Yep, they're holding back. They expect removal. They don't know we don't have it. There's a garden. Can we get there? We don't have any ramp. None of our 7 ramp cards. And this is gonna hurt. If we play something, they're going to cast spells that are going to hurt us more. Better to let this go. Feels weird, but it's true. We need to actually get them impatient so they cast their monstrous rage or something like that at a moment when we can also take it out with a binding. Cavern. Cavern's unfortunate. I would love to be able to cast a binding and channel the Carnosaur, and I can't. I could shock this in. That would do it. I'm at 8 at that point. I guess these are probably worth more than 2 damage, so that's a good call. I'm not sure what we're drawing next turn that does it. Maybe Quintorius? Yeah, we're in huge danger. Going second is bad. All right, wait for it. Here we go. There's the rage. Kill it. Now maybe they respond with something else. Command. Uno. I'm so dead. What could we draw? Ventorius. Go, baby, go! All of the clones are still in the deck. We got there. It was the right call. It was the right call to shock in the stomping ground. Yes! Yes! Down with red aggro. Down with them. This beautiful hand is on the play with 2 bindings, no spark doubles, and no impersonators in the hand. No red mana. I think that's okay. We have plenty of draws to get there, and we have ramp cards that can fix us. Rockfall Veil tapped. Binding open. Llanowar Elves. It's a very fast and powerful magic card. I think it's worth a Leyline binding. Slow down. Island. Buy me a Karuga. I'm here for the hippo. Dinosaurs, huh? Nah, get that off the field. Too strong. Hippo binding combo. Pretty awesome. Still no red mana and no fixing. Will it bite us? Another elf? You can't keep them away from dinosaurs forever. They bone crushed my face. Spark double, that can copy a hippo. That would be fun. Let's go, hippo. No red mana. Wow. I think we're on a mission to draw all the not red in our deck. Here comes a questing beast. No block. We want this spark double. Did it? Load me up with Gyrudas, baby. We can play this Stomping Ground tapped. And do we attack? Since we've drawn no spark doubles, I think this is a no attack. Definitely don't need more triomes. We just need to make sure we live through the turn, and then we should be able to combo all over the place. Big hippo block. And now, the sound of Carnosaur filled the skies. Sparky. More carnage. Quintorius. Here we go. Opponent's seen this one before. We minus, we copy, we copy, we copy, we drain, we drain, we win. This hand has no spark doubles, ramp spells, and binding. Keep. Deserted beach, huh? What would you say we're up against? Darksteel Citadel. Huh. Little blue-white artifact stuff. But they didn't use the map token. They have plans for that. Very interesting. Well, let's hold up the many different types of interaction and see what they do. It strikes me as a deck that uses Ensoul Artifact. There it is. I think we'll just take that off the board. Too strong. Now we can play this Overgrown Tomb. We can Greater Tanuki up an island. We can threaten to Carnosaur next turn if they tap enough mana. The Ingenious Smith, what do you find? Look at the top 4, reveal an artifact. Escrow's Reliquary, Skrelv. All right, it's an aggressive build. I don't think it will keep up with our combo. Use the Tanuki, get the island. No spark. Did I really just draw back-to-back spark doubles? Shuffler, well, you're so fine. All right, let's go. Carnosaur. Impersonating the Carnosaur. Casting Quintorius. We still have 2 doubles. There's one. Do it again. There's 2. And the last card, the Impersonator, but we can get more triggers because we can copy a Carnosaur, which will discover a Quintorius. Yeah. And they're done. Now that is how you do it. Wow. Can't keep it because 2 spark doubles. Rigged. Spark double. But you can go back in the deck. We have to get planes, but we can do that on our turn 3 on the play, so we will. Hello? Anybody want to play Magic? Island. Not what you want to see. But I guess Channel and Cavern can get us through counter spells. Dinosaur. This can get us a plains. So can the Tanuki. And that can also be a plains. So we need to Herd Migration for red. Yep. What do you think they're doing over there? Do you think it's all counter spells? They might have Tidebinder or some way to stifle the trigger. That would be tremendous. But make them have it. Can't be countered. We got a reader, Cavern of Souls. Ah, you rascal. That is something that works. Divide by 0 returns it to hand, but does not counter it. I am wondering, what do you think their deck does? What's the punchline? I'll pay 2, leaving up white. That way we have binding open. How many divide by 0s do you have? Spark double. Now remember, they can counter this. Just because we got the Carnosaur down doesn't mean we get to continue the party. Fading Hope my Carnosaur, huh? What else does your deck do? Anything at all? We try again. We discover. Now this wasn't cast off the cavern, only the Carnosaur was. So there's a make disappear. Now we know they play make disappear. We might play around that in the future. There's a dino on the table. Chrome host. If they don't use their mana, we're not playing binding yet. Let's attack first. Care for 7. How about this binding? Any responses? None. All right, well, casting the Herd Migration is very likely to get countered. Let's buy a Karuga Hippo Friend, play the basic, and cycle the Triome. Another Fading Hope. Fine. We'll just try to play really awesome threats every turn until they fold. Yeah. Maybe they run Cyclonic Rift? I'm trying to think of a reason not to Herd Migrate. Oh wait, doesn't Carnosaur win here? Okay then. Time to unleash our combo. Quintorius Cond. Let's discover. A spark double. Everything according to plan. The opponent, it was then that they realized they messed up.